Hi, well, it's time for the next lesson in the Harvey Vinson lead guitar book. You really need to buy this book because it goes way back, old school, and I think it's just fantastic. So, to start reading, we're now into more riffs. Once you start playing lead riffs, I'll just get a bit closer actually. I wonder if I can get a bit closer. There you go. Once you start playing lead riffs, dozens of riff ideas will start popping into your head. Well, it didn't happen for me, but anyway. Riff lead playing follows an easily understandable formula which partially accounts, let me just flatten the page down, partially accounts for the popularity of this style of playing. It only takes one 4-note riff to get you through the entire blues progression. First, take one measure riff that can be played against a G chord. This riff is a slight variation of the first one you learned. That's what's behind that asterisk. So this is a variation. Last time we had this, all downstrokes. But this time we've got 3rd fret, jumper string, 5th fret, 3rd fret on the same string, and come back to the A string. So we go boom, 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 boom. That's actually an octave. So last time we had, this time we've got, that's that one, first finger, 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the D string, and then 3rd fret on the D string with the first finger, and then 5th fret on the A string with the 3rd finger, which is beat number 4. So we have. Now what we'll then do, I have no doubt, is we'll be moving across the string. I just can't do all downstrokes, I really can't. Anyway, so moving down, we've now got play this one measure riff whenever a G or a G7 chord, we'll call it a G chord, appears in the blues progression. So we've got 4 bars, 4 lots of this riff. This book's going to be destroyed anyway, it's doing its job. So there it is, that's the whole thing. Now you can see there the 12 bar. Now as usual, one of the big tips from music is to talk it through or look it through. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of basically G. Then we've got 2 bars of C7, 2 bars of G again, a D chord, a C type chord, and then a G and a D7. Now what they've done, Harvey's left out the riff for those chords. So I'll play these 4, and then I'll do 2 counts of 4. Then I'll play these 2 counts of 4, that one, and then an empty count of 4. The 2 dots, by the way, go back to the beginning. Oh, and do remember that the 6 lines, not 5, because the 6 lines represent the strings. Remember these numbers on the strings represent the fret position. These numbers represent the fingers on the left hand. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, that's number 4. And that's the beat, or the count in this case. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to count us in, and I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar 2. 2, 3, 4, bar 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's a turnaround point, okay? Do you know, it was only the last couple of years I worked out what a bloody turnaround was. It's just to turn around and go back to the beginning. Okay, let's have a look. Blues in G number 4. How many bars we got there? We've got 12. So what they've done this time, what Harvey's done this time, is to add in the C7 chord. So I'll do it again, and we'll play along. And when it comes to the playing section, I'll just I'll do the. Hang on a minute. Is that going to be any better? Oh, I don't know what to do here. So look, is it that? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. So again, we've got 12 bars, 4 bars of G, 2 bars of C7, 2 bars of G, and then the D's been left empty. So he's building it up. That's what he's doing. Now, I could never fathom that as a youngster, because I was just rush. Where's the gap? And so that maybe that's the brilliance of youth. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, change string. That's your C7, second C7 bar, back to G. Now an empty D7, 1, 2, 3, 4, C7, and G. What? C7. Oh, I see. So it's D7 and finish on D7. Right, I get it. It's this leaving these empty has thrown me. So it was, right, I've got it now. I'll do it again because it is easy to make mistakes on this. And of course, you know, I've just made one. So I'll do it again. G, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, second line, bar 5, oh, crying out loud. Back to the G. Bottom line now, D7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So I have no doubt that as I wind down now, I'll have the whole thing. Yeah, there it is, the whole thing. So he's filled it all in now. So I'll play the whole thing a little bit quicker because I'm getting a bit fed up of playing it. But anyway, you get the idea. The relative positions are always the same. That's the takeaway from this. You just understand that the relative positions are always the same. Okay, I'll do it a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost count. C7, second line. Back to the G. Bottom line now, and. That's a D7, C7, G. Back to the D7. Yeah, sorry about this bit down here, but you're only missing the fingerings. Okie dokie, which are all the same. Okay, moving on. We've just got this last little bit to do. If we just turn the book, we'll see that we are at the top of this page. Sorry about the bar paper holder. I'll just drop that down and do it. There we are. Right, okay, so we're making progress. We're 18 pages into this wonderful, wonderful book. And bearing in mind, this is one of the key books of my life. So you're having it. Not that you have to, but anyway, you get me drift. Some books are really important, and it's weird because I really hated the damn thing for a long time because I found it so difficult. But anyway, it turns out it was very important. Anyway, there you go. So it is. It's really a cornerstone book of my life. So there you have it. Right. Let me carry on reading. So now you have another lead solo to play with a record. Compare this one to the solo in the Oh, I've just remembered. I've not put the link. I didn't put the link into the backing tracks today in the last video. I'll try and remember this time. If not, you can find it if you Google the backing track for lead guitar by Harvey Vinson. There are a couple of sites with it on there. To create, right, so now you have another lead solo to play with a record. Compare this one to the solo in the previous chapter. To create a new solo, all you need is a different one measure riff. Once you have a new riff, use the formula presented in this chapter to construct the solo. Play this next riff a few times. So here we go. So we've got G string, 3rd fret with the first finger. The E string, crying out loud, 3rd fret with the first finger, which is this. And we got the same again. And this time we're going to be, God, it jumps all over the place. So this is going to be the 6th fret. Wow. So that's a spread of 2. So you're going to be using your little finger. And then we're going to go across to 3. So it's going to go. Okay, so that's it. Now play a solo using this riff for variety. It's not really a solo, it's a chorus, isn't it? For variety, play the blues solo from the previous chapter for the first chorus, first time through the blues progression, the second lead solo for the second chorus, and the third for the third chorus. Right. For a new solo, learn this riff. The left hand fingering is a little different than in the others. Oh, crikey. So we've had this one, which is we've had. So in order we've got, that's the first one. Second one was, third one is, which is the one you're looking at right now, and the last one is, it's gone a bit out of focus. What's going on? The last one is this one, which starts interestingly on your second finger, so it's going to go 2 1 2 1 4 1, so that's 2 1 4 1 2 1 4 1. Okay, and we're starting on the third fret with the second finger, so you'll see what's going on in the playing phase. All right, so it's 3 2 5. Oh. Yeah, there's a very familiar one. It's very similar to this as well, which is later on in the book. Anyway, so what does this say? I could give you a mini dictionary of riffs to memorize, but a much better idea is to make up some of your own. For now, the only requirement is that the first riff should sound good played against the G chord. Play the G chord a few times to get the sound of it in your ear and then compose your own riff. You'll have an easier time of it if you'll make this the first note. Right, so that's the sort of thing. Don't try and strain it, just keep it even beats and you'll get there. Anyway, just looking at this one again, just to zoom in a little bit. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can, yeah. Crying out loud. Right, there you go. So, wow, I've just found a new function on this phone. Oh, that's cool. Right, okay. So, looking at that. Oh, zoom in a tad. Yes, there it is. So, looking at this one, which is the previous riff, just to examine this again, remember, this is the fret position, this is the finger, and the counts are the last line. So, fret 3, fret 2, fret 5, fret 2, and they're on different strings. This is why you've got to unpick it. Fret 2. With practice you will get it, but early on it's absolutely murder. It's absolutely murder. So this one is second finger, first finger, fourth finger. So it's, so that would, if we jazzed it up a bit, it'd be, and if you change the key, you've got Crazy Little Thing Called Love, bass line. But anyway, we haven't got that. Anyway, it's a very common riff. Okie dokie, right, and on to the playing. Hi folks, we're now in the playing phase, so I'm going to get rid of my face so you can see the guitar. Hopefully you've got enough light. It is fading. I'm a little bit late in the day today and it's been a lovely day. I can hardly see the book, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, here's the guitar. Hello. Right, the first riff we played to start. Easy. Just, let's have a... Now then, the first riff, they're all seeming to start on the third fret. They don't have to, but anyway. So the first one we played was 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, and the fingering is 1, 3, 1, 3. The second riff is the same sort of thing, so it's 1. Let's just get that straight. So it's third fret, first finger, fifth fret, third finger on the D string. Third fret on the D string. Okay, let me just put that. Okay, and then the last note is, so we've got and then that goes through the sequence. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm trying to show you the fingerings, so I'm being a little clumsy, but notice I'm not raising my fingers very much at all, and that's really important. I can't stress that enough. That's the hard part, the jump. And then we finish at the top, up here. Now I was using all down strokes at this side. Okay, now the next riff, that's that one. The next riff was this one, which is 3, 3, 6, 3. So I'll just go through it in air. 3rd fret, 3, 3, 6. Now that's a hell of a jump. That's a 2 fret jump. Some people are all right with using that, but try and use little finger if you can. So that's 3, 3, 6, 3. Yeah? Let's just turn that. Sorry about the mats at the back. I've been working out. Right, so. Right, I hope that makes sense. So let's play it through the sequence, okay? Sorry, I'm looking at the camera. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, girl, that shirt looks terrible, doesn't it? Disgusting. Look at the state of this room. Anyway, I'll be tidied in a minute. I've been working out, so you'll have to forgive me. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. And yeah, those are chest expanders. So, 1. So they'll do the fingerings 1, 1, 4, 1. Or frets 3, 3, 6, 3. Okay, here we go. Have to lean over a bit. All down strokes. 3, 4, 5. Whoop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the next one was 2, 1, 4. Is that right? 2, 2, 1, 4, 1. Yeah, which is 3. This is finger 2, 3rd position, 1 on the 2nd fret, 4th finger on the 5th fret, and then 1st finger on the 2nd fret. So it's going watch 2, no 2. Right, well, just to finish off, I got just been speaking to my good friend Whiskey, my partner in crime on this channel. So where were we up to? We were just finishing off this riff where we 2 fret 3, so it's yeah, that's it. So we got the just the final riff on the shown in the book is 2, finger 2 on fret 3 and finger 1 on fret 2 on the 2nd string, and then finger 4 on fret 5 on this string, and finger 1 on the, so it's 2, 1, 4, 1. Or on the frets, it's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret. So and you can see how it's going to go. So I'll just play it through the sequence. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the D. And that's that. So it's got a bit cold. I put a shirt on and a tracksuit. So if you play that riff, you can pick and mix. Now it does say in the book, try the first chorus using the first riff, the second chorus using the second riff, and so on and so on. So you can you can cycle through the riffs, but generally speaking, you stick with one. Particularly bass players. Bass players generally would stick with one and generally simplify the riff towards the end of the turnaround. So if we go. So there's a lot to do with little bits of trills and add-ons, but basically we've got a really good start here with this book. It's superb. It takes tons and tons of time. Okay, well that's it for today. So we're well into 2 or 3 riffs, and I'll see you for the next lesson.